Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris Man. And as always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. Today I'm going to entitle this because from time to time I will redo videos with the same message because everybody doesn't watch every video that you post. And the ones that I will reiterate are the ones that are pretty important for young folks because the majority of stuff I do on this channel is to educate young folks. I was fortunate enough that I was growing up that I had a mother and father in the same household, big brothers that protected me, big guys in the neighborhood that looked out for the little guys. So, unfortunately, that era has since gone, but I'm not going to get into that because this is not about that. The video is entitled, Here We Go Again, Play Like You. From time to time, I get this from people. I do an instructional video, and I'm going to be specific. I did a Nile Rodgers, I think, one of his songs, so many Chic songs, but I had somebody chime in, although the chords are right, but you're missing a lot of stuff that Niles is doing. Repeat, what Niles is doing. It's not what Morris Man is doing, and it's not what you're doing. It's not what you're doing. It's not what you're doing. We all have our personal stamp, and we need to be, I guess, true to that. Because there's some people that still don't get it because the gentleman that chimed in with that comment, older than me. It's like, come on, man. The light bulb haven't went off yet. That no two people play the same. You put 5 people in a room and ask them to play the same thing. They're going to play it differently, each one of them. Why? Because they're different people. So you young folks, don't get caught in that I'm trying to be carbon copy of my hero. Every note for note, slur for slur. No. Add your own stuff, because you are who you are. But there's some people that just never got that. Even in my teenage years, I got that. I'm like, okay, I play like this. My partner kind of played like this because he kind of like to do this thing. I kind of like to do that thing. In my teenage years, I caught on to that. And I'm like, here it is, 60 years later, you still ain't caught on to that? It's like, come on, man. It's interesting, that you got some people that think you supposed to play just like the other dude. Because even you don't play like yourself. And the example of that is, the stuff I've done in the studio, when I play it live, I don't play it just like I played in the studio. I did a New Birth song. I forgot the name of it because it's one of them songs that everybody wanted me to play for a long time. And it was kind of busy. I'm like, I ain't got that kind of time and effort right now to do this, So somebody paid me to do it. I'm like, okay, well, if you're going to pay me, I'll do it. So I did it. And then about 2 years later, I did it again because I couldn't find the original one. So it's interesting. The guy that I did it for the first time, he said, I got the first version and you play a little different. There you go. I don't even play it the same way twice because guess what? I'm a little older, a little wiser, and there's some things that I picked up on the second time around that I either didn't pick up on the first time or didn't think that they were important. So that's a good example of even yourself, you don't play like yourself 4 or 5 years later. You kind of add a little different, flair to it because you're at a different stage of your life or you're playing. So I will from time to time post these kind of videos because I think they're important to young folks. Play like you. Don't try to be a carbon copy of the dude on the record. Because I get sometimes this too. The right chords for different inversion. No shit. You figure that out all by yourself. And I'm not trying to be negative or condescending or rude. That's just a fact. No two people play the same. They don't. They use different inversions. They have different feels. Because Larry from Old School Funk bring up a lot of good points. This is another one that I said, you know what, Larry, you're right. I never thought about that, but you're right. You can have 2 guys play the same guitar, and the guitar sounds different from hand to hand. Never thought about that. And one day, how that came to mind was one day I was selling this Stratocaster. Actually, it was a Jay Turson. I asked the guy, when I sold him the Stratocaster, the Jay Turson, I said, man, you know what? I give you my Stratocaster if you return that Jay Turson because I didn't want to sell it, but I sold it for some dumb reason. And I said, I give you your money back, plus I'll give you the guitar to make the deal sweet. He's like, I'll be back tomorrow. So he came over and he played the Strat. And the way that he played it, it's like, man, it didn't sound like that when I played it. That's because he's a different guy. Different textures, different feels, different pressure on the fretboard, different styles. So again, don't get caught up in that. I'm trying to play note for note like these dudes on the records because that's why I don't do solos. I'm not going to sit here for 2 hours trying to map out some guy's solo when I can do my own solo. That's his personal stamp. So why am I intruding on his space or trying to be a carbon copy? So again, for the young folks, play like you play. Not like the guy on the record or trying to be like the guy down the street that you admire. Play like you play. Till next time, take care. Thanks for watching.